So, does anyone here live in a city? You guys live in a city? How often would you say you encounter homeless people who beg for money?
Like a few times a week, maybe.
Good amount, right? Okay. So I'm here today to talk to you about homeless people and whether or not you should give to people who are begging for money on the streets. It's estimated that about 14,000 people are homeless on the streets of DC alone. Now, has everyone been to DC? Pretty much everyone, sure. So if you've traveled to DC or any city for that matter, you've encountered a situation where a homeless person has confronted you and has asked for your money. And it got me to ask myself, what's the right thing to do in this situation? Should you give them your hard-earned money, or should you just walk right past? Personally, I live close to New York City, so I'm faced with this dilemma pretty much on a weekly basis whenever I visit the city. And based on my experiences, I've discovered that it's in your best interest to not give money to beggars. If you want to support homeless people, there are much better ways to do it than by giving them money on the street, which promotes a cycle and continues the cycle of begging. So what does it mean to be homeless? Maria Foscarina's definition is a homeless person is someone who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence and has primary nighttime residency that is either supervised publicly or privately operated shelter designed to provide temporary living accommodations. It is also an institution that provides a temporary residence for individuals intended to be institutionalized, as well as a public or private place not designed to ordinarily use as regular sleeping accommodations. So if you live on a sidewalk, you're considered to be homeless. Now, when you encounter someone who's begging for money, they're gonna try to make you feel guilty. They're gonna try to guilt you into giving them your hard-earned money, and that's exactly what they want. They have different strategies actually to do this. In order to get your money, they're gonna implement their different strategies, which include dressing the part. A lot of people who beg are lying to you, and that's just the truth. A lot of people will make signs. This person is a veteran, but you don't really know if he's telling the truth to you. They're just trying to do anything they can to get money out of you. These people really, they're in poor situations, and they just want to do anything to get your money. Now, the naked cowboy is not homeless, but he is a beggar. He actually makes a lot of money, believe it or not. He makes about $300 an hour, according to Louis Stark. Now compare this to the average American worker. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average worker makes $105 per hour, so a lot less than he's making. And he's making this money by taking your money. That's essentially what he's doing. Now another strategy is to make signs. So some beggars are honest with what they want. These people say, why lie? I want a cold beer. So it depends on the person that they're trying to get the money from. It depends on your morals. Are you more likely to give money to someone who's gonna be honest with you and say, yeah, I'm taking your money and I'm gonna use it right for a beer? Or some people use humor. This person's sign says, "Ninjas killed my family, need money for kung fu lessons." Once again, just trying to do anything to get money. Now this person's challenging you to hit him with a quarter. So just emphasizing that point, that they will do anything to get money. Now, I'm not a bad person. I know I'm saying not to give them money, but there are reasons behind it. Studies show, such as Sean Donovan's study, that the money is used towards drugs and alcohol. Now, according to Sean Donovan, 38% of homeless clients had reported drug problems, 26% had mental health problems, and 39% had alcohol problems. So clearly, the money that you give them is going towards these things. It's not always the case, but a good number of homeless people will use money for alcohol and drugs. Also, a small amount goes towards food, and sometimes sometimes the beggars are unappreciative if you give them food. All they want sometimes is money. So, if you want to give money to homeless people, there are much better ways to do it than to give it to people who are on the streets begging for your money. One way is to give to the Salvation Army, which is a huge corporation. They collect clothes and distribute them for cheap prices to homeless people. Another is to donate to soup kitchens. Soup kitchens will give food for homeless people, and you can also give supplies. You can give toothbrushes, socks, deodorant. All of this is going to help more than money will, because if you just give money to beggars, they're going to use it for drugs and alcohol, and it's not going to be productive. So this is Miley Cyrus giving Miley Cyrus giving clothes to a charity. A lot of celebrities do this. It's good PR. So basically what I'm trying to say is, in order to get homeless people off the streets and into shelters, stop promoting the cycle of begging. If you want to give money to beggars, then you should do it through organizations such as Salvation Army and National Coalition for the Homeless, because that will ensure that they get the full extent of your money, rather than having it go towards food, towards alcohol. Thank you.